Boys, we are so back. We've been given a sick zombies trailer plus 18 minutes of gameplay on the Terminus Island map. And it really does look like Treyarch have actually listened to a lot of the feedback from the zombies community. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We're going to touch on the pros and the cons and concerns. And this is from my opinion, with everything we know about zombies, because holy hicka, Treyarch have damn near ridden us a book with the amount of info on their blog post recently. So let's get into the pros first. So probably the biggest W right off the bat for BO6 Zombies has got to be the ability to save your solo game and come back to it later. This is something that the zombies community have wanted for years, man. If you've played zombies, you know how long it takes to get a good game of zombies in. Especially if you're doing something like the Easter egg or something and you're playing with mates. You know, one person's watching a Mr. Waffle Waffles video.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffle Waffles here.
One person's training the zombie. Yeah, time can just go by so fast. But the thing is, this is only for solo. Like, you can only save your game for solo. So I'm going to come back to this in the cons. But still an awesome feature nonetheless. This is going to be really helpful for people who just want to pick up from where they left off the next day. And on top of this, you can also pause your game as well. So again, for solo matches, you can pause the game. And if you pause for long enough, it will actually autosave as well after a certain amount of time. And then you can just go back into your game save. And then another pro as well is rejoining a disconnected game. So this one is for squad players. So if you're playing with your mates and you get disconnected from the host, you can join back in that game and there'll be no issues. Because in Cold War, I think for some reason, if you got disconnected from the game, you could not join back. It was so annoying. So I'm really glad that they're making it easy to join back. Another pro that they're adding is 3 self-revives per match. I think this is going to be pretty much how it was in Cold War, where you could just actually have self-revives as their own thing. It wasn't like quick revive. So I don't think quick revive takes care of self-revives. I think that's separate. But yeah, you'll be able to self-revive 3 times in a match. And I think that's good. It makes the player a little bit more cautious. You're going to be a bit more conservative and play it safe, just making it a bit more of a challenge. Okay, this next one is massive. Mutant injection. This is really cool. It's the ability to become a mangler and fight off the zombies. And man, this looks so cool. Just something different added to zombies. Really cool. So really looking forward to that. Another pro that they're, well, not really adding, I guess they're removing, but they're removing the Carpenter power-up. And I think this is needed because it's pretty much a useless power-up. No one really cares about rebuilding barriers that much. And in fact, I think it was in Cold War, when you picked up Carpenter, the most useful effect that you'd get from it is actually it would repair your armor. So now they've just officially swapped it out. So instead of Carpenter now, it's just full armor, which I think is good. I think this is kind of how it should be. I don't think anyone really cares about Carpenter. Another pro has got to be augments. Now this is also something kind of unique that they're adding as well. So the way I view it is kind of similar to the ether crystal upgrades you could do in Cold War Zombies. Now it is relatively different, but it's just a good way to compare it. But basically in Cold War Zombies, you could unlock upgrades on perks and field upgrades and things like that. Well, in Top 6 Zombies, it's kind of similar, but they're called augments. But basically, these are upgrades you can apply to your perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades. But the difference here is each item, there's 6 possible augments you can use. 3 of them are minor, 3 of them are major. So the minor augments offers a limited advantage to the item, so usually during use, and then a major augment offers a substantial advantage to the behavior of the item, usually during use. So again, there's 6 augments, 3 of the minor, 3 of the major for each item. The difference here is you basically have to pick 2 augments, so 1 minor and 1 major for each of your items. So it just lets the player kind of dictate, you know, what are they going to be able to leverage the best, what's going to suit them better. So this is really cool. I like this. Gobblegums are back and I'm really happy about this. I loved how they were in Black Ops 3 and they're very similar. Like they're carrying forward a lot of the same Gobblegums from Black Ops 3. They're even going to be free to purchase, like the first one per round is free, which is awesome. And we did see a look at a new Gobblegum that we're getting. So this one is a guaranteed wonder weapon out of the box. So if you get this Gobblegum, the first hit of the box, you'll get the wonder weapon, which is pretty cool. Some of the favorites are coming back, like Perkaholic, of course, as well as the absolute classics as well. So that's really good to see. Another pro is the first 2 maps, we know for a fact that we're getting a wonder weapon unique to that map. Terminus Island, we've got the wonder weapon you can see here. And then on Liberty Falls, we're actually getting the jet gun, it looks like, from Transit from BO2, which is also also really cool. Not sure how that's going to work, but we did see a little glimpse of it. So yeah, I guess we'll find out more around COD Next. I'm also really glad that they're not going to be releasing the guided mode for the Easter egg until hopefully at least a good few weeks after the launch of Black Ops 6, because Treyarch have said that they want to preserve the hunt for the Easter egg and the community to be able to find that out on their own. And then after maybe a good few weeks, or however long it is, they'll bring out that guided mode for Easter eggs. So this is really good for new players or people that just aren't really good at zombies. They can still complete the Easter egg and they've got that guide in the game how to do it. But if you do the Easter egg, you know, on your own accord without having that guide before doing the guided mode, you'll get a reward of like a calling card, I think a special calling card, maybe some other stuff as well. So that's really cool to see, and it's awesome because, you know, it still allows new people to get amongst zombies as well. So I'm a big fan of that too. Okay, and the last pro I want to go through is that a lot of the good elements from Cold War are coming back, like Cold War zombies. So in my opinion, they've carried forward a lot of what was good. So Rampage Inducer, that's coming back, that basically speeds up the rounds, makes it a bit harder if you're pretty confident playing zombies. They're bringing back the ammo cache, which lets you just buy more ammo for whatever weapon you're using. And obviously the cost of ammo is going to go up the better the weapon you've got in terms of rarity, stuff like that. Okay, this is probably the best thing that they're carrying forward from Cold War in terms of like they're reworking it to be better, and that's salvage. So in Cold War it was really annoying when you get salvage because one, there were two types of salvage and that just made it really hard to like upgrade your stuff, especially upgrading your weapon rarity. But two, your friends could like steal your salvage. So if you kill a whole horde of zombies, your teammate could literally just run through and grab the salvage, which was really annoying. But now all the zombies that you kill, the salvage will be yours only, so no one can steal that, which is good. But not just that, they're making it a lot more simplified, and they're just keeping it to one type of salvage for everything. So it's just the green salvage now, but you can use that for, you know, crafting score streaks, all of that stuff, just like how it was in Cold War. Not only that, but obviously weapon tiers are coming back as well. So I think this is another good thing they're bringing back from Cold War. So basically you can upgrade the tier of your weapon, which means it inflicts more damage, and it just ensures it's a bit more useful in the later rounds as well. And the weapon tiers are still going to be kind of similar to Cold War in the fact that as the rounds go on, those wall buys will go up in rarity as well, and same as the box. As the rounds go on, the rarity of item you get from the box will be better as well. I think these are some awesome things returning, as well as new things that are being added to zombies, which I'm a massive fan of, honestly. Okay, now into the cons. Obviously we saw a lot of positives come into zombies, but it did leave me with a few concerns and a few things I'm not really a fan of, and that would be like when it comes to playing squad games in zombies, it doesn't look like there's going to be any pausing option, because it only talked about pausing for solo. So like surely they're going to bring the ability to pause. They haven't really said anything from what I've seen about being able to pause a squad game in zombies, but I'm pretty sure even Black Ops 4 had this. You could pause the game, and Cold War I believe as well. I think that worked really well. I don't know why they wouldn't bring that back. I guess time will tell, but surely, come on. Another concern I have, or another con I guess, is the Pack-a-Punch. So basically Pack-a-Punch in some ways is good. They're getting rid of that menu that there was in Black Ops Cold War, where you go to Pack-a-Punch your gun, the menu comes up and you pick what you want to do. They're getting rid of that. What I don't like about Pack-a-Punch is it's instant. As soon as you use it, there's no delay, there's no like, you know, putting your gun into the machine. As soon as you use it, you get your upgraded weapon. But I'm not a fan of this because I kind of like the challenge of putting the gun in the machine at the right time, you know, picking out the time wisely so that you don't lose your weapon, and that you can, you know, make sure the zombies stay off your back for a good few seconds. I think this was a good thing that was in Black Ops 3. It's not a major thing, I guess, but like, yeah, it'd be cool to see that come back. I think it makes it too easy if it's just a one hit. Boom, there you go. You get your new weapon straight away. Okay, so another concern I have, we did see that we're getting a new perk, which is the melee one. What's it called? Melee Macchiato? I don't know what it's called. Yeah, that looks cool, I guess, but nothing crazy in my eyes. But what I'm worried about is that they've removed double tap, it looks like. I don't think there's anywhere to actually get double tap. They haven't talked about it. The perk list, it doesn't have double tap in there, so I don't know. It could be something that they add later down the track. I hope they do. Yeah, it's hard to say. For now, it looks like it's not in the game, which kind of sucks. Okay, my last concern is going to be weapon builds. So I like the fact that you can kind of pick a loadout, put your camos, put your attachments on weapons in the game. I like that because that was in Black Ops 3. You know, you could, if you picked up a wall buy, if you had that weapon unlocked, you could have your attachments on there. Awesome. So they're carrying that forward, except for the fact that I'm not sure if this is only for one weapon at a time or like multiple weapons. So what I mean by that is if you go on a Black Ops 6, picks and, you know, you make your weapon build, you might only be able to pick one weapon you have a build on. And that would kind of suck because it's like you can only work on like one weapon at a time to have your attachments on and like your set loadout and camos. Now, I'm not sure. This might not be the case, but from what it looks like on their blog, they didn't really describe it as something you could do for multiple weapons at once. So I guess we have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about that. This was obviously just my point of view. A lot of you guys might disagree with a lot of the things I've said. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. What are your opinions on it? Obviously, like, don't get me wrong. I'm super excited for Black Ops 6 Zombies. And I think, honestly, I'll be playing Zombies a whole lot more than multiplayer, but it does look good. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you guys think? Do you care that much about the zombies or you don't really care? Yeah, love to hear what you guys have to say. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot and I appreciate it heaps. Also, I almost forgot to plug it, but I have now got a Discord. So if you want to come and connect with me and the community here on YouTube, come join the Discord and we'll spin a yarn. Otherwise, I will leave you with that. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.